Well, this is we, Udbodhan Vishnoi, meeting you again to discuss another vision 2045 for India. A country that deserves to be really at the height of the world today, a country that deserves to be one of the most developed countries in the world. Now, what I'm going to talk of is developing geopolitical agility and cultural intelligence. India needs to go beyond AI capabilities of ordinary level today. India needs to go beyond regenerative AI, go beyond AI as intelligent as human beings. AI stage 7, where it will be automatically driving almost everything. India has capability. We have mind as software. Maybe we lack in the hardware, but these days hardware can be very easily imported from anywhere. We as nation, we know that we'll be operating in a multipolar, culturally dynamic world today. World is no more unipolar or bipolar. Uh, no country, in fact, can claim that it has the large part of the world as its own, circle or circle of influence. India itself is becoming a pole of in this multipolar world with BRICS, with other initiatives, and especially certain economic initiatives. India has crossed the limit of its earlier uh, backwardness in technologies, and it has gone beyond every level, expected level. The objective is to equip the Indian workforce for transcultural and geopolitical fluency. Now, let's look at what are those core areas where India needs to develop, India needs to work on. One of the main core area is economic, political, social, legal, marketing, financial strategies. It needs to work on diplomacy, which it is working very effectively as of today. We have good relationships almost with all countries, but for one or two. Developing ethical collaboration rather than dependent collaboration. Interdependence is the key to future, not dependence. India is a country which is working on interdependence rather than dependence. Now, looking at geostrategic foresight, we need to have a national center for workforce diplomacy, Geo-Agility Index, certain culturally intelligent groups, COPs, which promote Indian narratives, arts, certain indigenous and new innovations. We are a country with its own talent. Now you can see some of these things. The programs like in India has its own talent. India has borderless workforce with digital work ID, ethical global zigzag systems. India has the capability, even lower level engineers in India are capable of working in any international environment, any country, anywhere, anytime. We have mental readiness for Industry 5.0, 6.0, and beyond. India is being used by some countries for what we call as a conflict navigation. Even countries like Ukraine, countries like Iran, Israel, they look forward to India as a mediator in many aspects. Almost all Middle East countries and countries on war look towards our current leadership as a ray of hope. We need to have our own AI ethics and, of course, civic peace building teams. India can collaborate in the field of AI, blockchains. Web3 is the Web3 for South-South alliances. India is one of the best nations, most approachable nations as far as the South-South bloc is concerned. We are really uh, on one edge of the world. Now, the university transformation needs to be the core of everything. You have to have a curriculum with global history, intercultural relations, and post-colonial approach to history, political science, and almost all the um, disciplines. We need immersion, that's virtual and physical global exchange, and a narrative pluralism. As far as India is concerned, we need to have research which is decolonialized, multilingual, and inclusive knowledge commons. We need to have all sections of society, all areas, physical and cultural, integrated into a knowledge set. Uh, Indian universities need to grow for global relationships, thereby increasing their mobility, capability to approach. We can initiate certain UNESCO and BRICS-based labs, and of course, a lot of ethical framework to promote our interests. We can specialize in what we call as crisis education, war, climate, pandemic simulations for proactive learning. India needs to develop its own simulation models. In fact, we in our different plans have used statistical simulation models, but then we need to use it for almost all aspects of knowledge development in future. Similar way, there has to be a policy framework for global universities. Almost all global universities need to internationalize their charter, their mobility, their ethics, their multilingualism, and cultural equity. Today, we have software where you talk in one language and you can be understood in another language. Interlingual communication has become very simple with the incoming of AI. Political neutrality, that means civic courage, principled dissent, and dialogue-based learning is the order of the day. With digital diplomacy, you can secure AI tools will we have good relationships with all the countries who possess high level AI resources, including China, USA, and many other countries. You can secure AI tools, you can secure data sovereignty, you can enter into ethical MOUs with different parts of the world. We already have great MOUs with countries like China and Japan and China and Taiwan. Mind you, these countries are not at loggerheads with each other, but India has diplomatically managed lots and lots of things. We can talk of a global partnership, inclusion, SDG 16 and 17 integration, and diaspora engagement. India has a diaspora spread over the entire world. Indian diaspora is one of the best known diaspora and manual workforce across the globe. Now, campuses I mean, most international university campuses can become a global commons. Model United Nations, transcultural clubs, and planetary dialogues. Today, we don't need political bodies to unify. If we unify the systems of education, the people will fall into a great category of learners. Going ahead, looking at the whole transformation matrix from isolation to global citizenship. From nationalism, we have to move towards, uh, you see, at national level, from isolation to agile, cultural, intelligent geopolitics. Merge with the world as institution level from monoculture to cosmopolitan dialogue campuses. There is a catch there. It's almost very simple to have. From policies from transactional to the next level, that is to ethical and transcultural diplomacy. What are likely is to be the outcome of the whole thing? India as a hub of peaceful global collaboration and ethical leadership. With South India emerging as a champion for South, as a champion for developing nations, as a champion for those who think in a different way, we have a great future. Thank you very much.